Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is UGhillie with another look at the DayZ mod for Arma 2. As you can tell, this time I'm actually playing during the day, and it's a little bit brighter than the night. It's also been about 2 weeks since my first 10 minutes of play, which ended rather badly, and I think it's safe to say I've gone a little bit better. Currently heading towards the coast, just south of the town of Sosnovka. I'm gonna go meet up with some mates who should be on a little later. Should be able to film some footage of, well, people playing together, which is something I don't see all that often in DayZ. A lot of people prefer to go out on their own. But I'm quite confident that you are much better off playing in a group. Not to mention it's much more fun, and you can gank more people. So I'm currently playing on the 1.7 version of DayZ, which I believe introduced some more server stability stuff. At the moment, there are also vehicles enabled on most of the servers now, rather than just the first few that were created. This is due to some kind of conflicts with the coding, I believe. I wouldn't take my word for it. Yeah, I'll probably chuck in some footage of me riding a bus with a bunch of randoms at some point in this video, if not sometime before it. That was extremely interesting after being on foot for so long. Okay, there's absolutely nothing in this barn. Wonderful. Apart from a Lee Enfield. The pro tip about Lee Enfield: never fire it within a kilometer of a town, or you'll get every zombie from that town running at you. I'm just gonna go check out this other barn. Oh dear. Oh fuck. And of course everything's gone to shit already. I'm extremely low on blood, and I don't know how much time I'm gonna have to be able to bandage. Come on. Go, 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 go. Come on, come on. Dear God. Come on. Bandage, you bastard. Excellent. Right. Whew. Okay. So my Makarov in the last video was absolutely useless against zombies. It took 2 or 3 shots to kill each of them, assuming you hit, or one very lucky one to the head. What the hell are they doing? Diving practice. Yeah, the shotgun is a lot more effective. As you can see, one-shotting most of the zombies except when I missed. Yeah. Also, you notice that it's a lot easier to deal with these situations after you've gotten a little bit more gear, a little bit more practice in, which is always fun. Should be able to go check out the barn up on the hill now, relative ease. Hopefully we'll find a AK or something along those lines. Yes, what was I talking about before I was rudely interrupted by zombies yet again? Bus. Maybe. Bus was certainly an interesting experience, especially after being on foot for so long. I'll probably mention that during the footage as well, but yeah. Okay. Could be a player in here. I might be about to get shot. Possibly. No? Okay, looks like I'm safe. How odd. Crossbow. Firewood. Whoa. Ah, bastards using global chat. Another thing, global chat at the moment, as well as side chat, VoIP that is, lags the server a lot. I don't know quite what it is, but it's a bug with Arma 2 rather than DayZ, and should be fixed in the upcoming patch, which also has a lot more support for DayZ apparently. The guys over at Bohemia Interactive, devs of DayZ, seem to have recognised the potential of this game and the potential to increase their profits on the game. I believe there's something like 3, maybe 4 times the sales that they had of the game prior to DayZ being released, so I'm sure they're quite happy with the mod. And for good reason. It is absolutely amazing. Yes, they've also assigned the dev that well, the dev of DayZ is by the name of Rocket on the DayZ forums. It actually works for Bohemia Interactive, and I also believe he's been asked to work full time on the mod now. So we've heard all sorts of rumors of standalone clients and such for the game, as well as a port for it over to Arma 3, which is being released in Q4 this year, if I remember. Much better graphics. Not to say that these aren't reasonable, but they do look much better. So yeah, so nice new graphics engine for everyone's favourite zombie apocalypse mod. A lot more interesting stuff came out of E3, which don't know if that's still going on or not. I haven't heard much since the first couple of days. Yeah, so I've heard rumours of things like Tranquility server for DayZ, and for those of you who don't know, Tranquility server is, I can't remember if it's a code name or just the name in general for the server that EVE Online uses to host its several 100,000 players on a single, in inverted commas, server. So that will be extremely interesting, providing the rumour is true, which would be very nice. Just check out this gas station and move on to the barns over to my left, and hopefully not pull any more zombies. Actually, how much ammo do I have? Plenty. I will try and stay alive this time for your viewing pleasure. Yes. Right, looks like I'm reasonably clear. Let's check this out. I doubt there's anything in here. There's hardly ever anything nice in the gas station. What do I have? Hunting knife, static rounds, bandage, thank you. Various cans and stuff. I'll take that. Ah, a full water bottle. Yes, please. And nothing really behind the counter. Yes, unfortunately DayZ isn't the most fast-paced game most of the time. Of course, during combat it gets extremely hectic, for lack of a much more appropriate word. There's a lot of running. Like, I believe the map size, Chinaros, is, I've heard things like 255 kilometers squared, so it's extremely big. You're never going to find yourself going through the same place too many times. I've mostly kept to the coast so far, like most new players, though I have checked out the northwestern airfield, which I actually recorded. I was doing that with a couple of mates, and well, there was just too much to fit into a reasonably sized video, unfortunately. I'll try and get some footage of something more interesting soon as well. There's a lot more to this game than little towns and cans of beans. lots and lots of running. Right, should have a hopper over to the right, left rather. Ah, I wonder if this is Zelengorsk. Oh my. Okay. Came through here with a couple of mates a day or two ago. Had quite an interesting time when one of them fired off their Lee Enfield and, of course, pulled the entire town into the barn. That weapon is ludicrously loud. But quite powerful. One shots just about everything, 2 shots players. Not a very high rate of fire though, unfortunately, so just well-placed shots or nothing. I'll try and speed this up a little bit. Right, we've got tin cans, firewood, tin cans, and an empty whiskey bottle. Yes, finding loot in buildings can be very, very hit and miss. If you're lucky, you're gonna find something amazing. If you're not, then, well, tin cans. Right, you might be asking, why the hell am I using a pistol when I have a shotgun on my back? Oh god, it's another player. Shit. Right, shit, what's his name? Richard Dunn. Oof. Ha! Always interesting coming across other players. Just about had a heart attack then. That kind of situation, you never know if either of you are gonna shoot. I had a very, very itchy trigger finger just then.
Exactly.
Fuck off, guys, in global chat. Yes. As you hopefully saw in chat somewhere, we both typed friendly fairly quickly. Oof. Yes, that's a relatively important part of DayZ. You're not always best just killing everyone you come across, because sometimes they may just be around to help you out of a sticky situation. Sounds like he's just aggroed some zombies there. I'll give him a hand if he comes in here. Yeah, but of course not all players you come across are going to be so friendly. Sounds like he's in a bit of trouble. Yeah, a lot of players will just shoot on sight because they're either extremely paranoid, like I generally tend to be, or they're bastards. Put simply. A lot of players will just kill you because they can. Yeah, I tend to avoid it, as I said before. I'll check that little house next. And I'm just heading over to a well at the moment. I'm not actually sure. Where's he going? Little hopper bastard. Yes, wells can refill. Oh, hello. You're aggroed, aren't you? Yes. You gotta be fucking me. Oh, wow. Just casually dying after you get a hit off of me, that's cool. I don't want to be here long now. I think the other guy is aggro most of the zombies around here. And nothing's come running and screaming at me just yet. I think I'm pretty much safe. I'm just going to drink that again, so I can fill it instantly. Yes. And there's that other player again. I think I might move on. Yeah, due to some past incidents up at the big radio tower, which name escapes me, I am just below half blood level at the moment. So, probably cause me some problems at some point, but for now, I am just getting by. Excellent, I might just eat this. Of course, eating beans and other food restores blood. Killing animals, gutting them with your hunting knife, and then cooking the meat on fire, which requires way too many tools, restores about 800 blood. So that's quite a lot. Alternatively, blood transfusions, which are somewhat uncommon, will pretty much restore you to full, unless you're on extremely low blood. Yeah, but they are very, very rare, and only spawn in hospitals. Where the hell? Oh my god. Sometimes it's just nice to watch other players having trouble. Right, I can't remember if this church is open or not. Do seem to remember a supermarket somewhere in here as well, so I'm gonna go check that out. And probably call it after I exit the town. And come back to you with some group footage at some point. My friend over there seems to have disappeared. Probably already got what he needs, or he can't be bothered going into town. Another reason why you want to travel in group is, of course, safety. You know, 2 guns are better than 1 and all that. You can also come as towns at different angles. Many times I've been in a situation where one of the guys has come across a player, but he doesn't know the other 2 or 3 of us are there, and well, it generally ends badly for him. People generally choose to shoot other players more often if they are with friends. Which is a bit of a problem. A lot of people don't enjoy having all the COD kids coming along and just firing off their weapons as soon as they see another player, thinking it's a free-for-all. PvP, of course, is like a very kind of focus mechanic in this game. You know, it's the fucking apocalypse, for good's sake. You know, the dev himself says it. You know, and as I said before, zombies aren't supposed to be the most deadly thing here. You're gonna get killed by a player a lot faster than you get killed by a zombie. So I've got some goodies in that little convenience store there. Still no zombies, right. Oh well. Not gonna complain. What can I nick from here? Frank and beans. Wonderful. Just chuck that in my bag. Yeah, where the hell are my Frank and beans? Ah, it's still tagging onto the fucking thing on the ground. Yeah, after a while you do, well, you definitely stack up supplies, which is great. My backpack is unfortunately quite small. I passed off my decent backpack to a friend. I had to bugger off for raid last night. the night before. He was going to get more use out of it. And to be honest, I can survive reasonably well with a smaller backpack. Yeah, you can definitely get some interesting things in this game though. I'm currently using the starter pack, backpack, which is called a Coyote Patrol Pack, I believe. Yeah, only 8 slot, but you can get up to, I don't know, something ludicrous like 24, which is, well, the Coyote, like, backpack something or other, I think. I've forgotten the name of it. Never seen one before, unfortunately. Though you'll see a lot of players around with Alice packs, which are 22 slots, if I remember. Which are uncommon, but not ridiculously rare. Of course, if you have a big backpack, you can be more of a target for other players. As well as your weapon. I'm just, of course, carrying a stock standard Winchester model 1866. Oh, look at the shells. Yes, 1866. They're pretty common. You see a lot of them around the place. But same as crossbows. See a lot of them around as well, but not many players take them because, well, ammo takes up 1 slot apiece, and if you miss, then, well, you've just lost one of the, like, 3 or 4 ammo you can be carrying. They use steel bolts, of course. I've been lucky enough to use an assault rifle. Of course, the more powerful your weapon is, the more ammo it has per clip, and all that stuff, the louder it's going to be. The more zombies you're going to attract. So the shotgun is reasonably quiet. Not quite as quiet as a Makarov or a silenced weapon, but you're not going to pull the entire town if you fire at something, unlike the Enfield or some of the higher end weapons. I really hope I can get into this church, otherwise I'll be thoroughly disappointed. So you can look over that wall. Well, there's a door there. Switch to shotgun quickly as well. Never know what's inside the church. Actually, it looks quite closed at the moment. Oh dear. Here comes disappointment. Ah, excellent, it's locked. Well, unopenable. So after something like that, you really got to question what to do next. I wasn't quite prepared. Looks almost like a car park. I wonder. I'll just speed this up quickly. Oh good. It does appear to be a supermarket. This could be rather interesting. Generally quite a few zombies around the back, or just around the supermarket in general. Well, it appears today I'm quite lucky. Again, I'm going to pull up a oh, fuck off. Oh god. Yeah, he's pissed. Whoa, move on it. Okay. So this is the part where all your hard work sneaking over to a store is completely undone, because you have to run quite a long way out of town to put down a zombie that's following you, so you don't attract the rest of the town to attack you. It's one of the more frustrating things, but you know, of course it adds to it. I'm gonna put this fucker down. And I'm gonna sit here just a moment. We'll look around. No, seems like I'm clear. A lot of people watching are saying, why don't you just be a man and go into the store and take them on there? Well, because then I just attract a lot more. And it's completely unnecessary. It's probably... oh, god damn it. Yes, it is generally quicker to just move back over to the store. Now, if I'm lucky, and that zombie just continues on his merry old way in that direction, I should be able to go ahead and crawl past. You're pretty much invisible to zombies when you're crawling. You can get very, very close to them within a meter or two without any repercussions whatsoever. Of course, you're shitting yourself if you're within, 5 meters of a zombie, but sometimes you're just gonna suck it up. One of the requirements of this game, of course, a pair of balls. And until you do play for a substantial amount of time, you really don't realize how much sense that makes. Of course, by crawling past and taking out that zombie, I've been rewarded with a ridiculous amount of loot in a supermarket. Now I'm going to be a bit of a glutton here. Eat, drink. See what I've got here. There's a torch, which of course takes up your spare, your sidearm slot, which is kind of unfortunate, really. That looks like a can of something. I'll probably drop these in a moment when I find something amazing in the next room. I'm just in the back rooms at the moment. I haven't been shot at yet, and I haven't heard another player yet, so I'm going to assume I am safe. But I shouldn't do, really. You're always in danger in this game. Today it appears I'm quite lucky, so I'm going to go ahead and close that front door straight up. Come on. Just wiggle around slightly, see if I can get the door closed. Yeah, there we go. It's one of the more buggy things at the moment. To wiggle around a little bit. Right, doesn't appear I'm too lucky with drops in the store at the moment. And backpack. Nope, tin cans. Sounds like there's something at the back, so I'll probably check out what else is in here and head out the front of the store. See if I can locate myself some more food. Again, I'm going to be a bit of a glutton, just purely because the stuff is here in front of me and I can eat it. It gets my blood level back up. Perhaps I shouldn't have been that last one. Oh well. Certainly don't want to stick around too much longer, so I shall take my leave. Another thing, bit of a pro tip. If I do so myself, my there's a tent there. That wasn't there when I looked before. Alright, just back to the pro tip quickly. When you're going to go over the threshold of a door and it looks a bit iffy while you're crawling, roll. Just roll over it. Because it won't force you to stand up and make you run and attract all the bloody zombies in the area. Now this is almost certainly a trap. I don't believe it, it's not a trap. Wow. Well, seems it's not a trap. And I'm just gonna keep moving. Get the hell out of here. I swear that tent wasn't there before, but I don't know, maybe I'll look back for the footage and see it was, and I'll just look like an idiot. Right. So we can get a reasonable distance up to the town. I'll try and keep an eye out for a usable vehicle or repairable vehicle when I get a bit more footage later at the airfield. Until then, thank you all again for watching. Please comment anything you want to see me do. Likes and subscribes are always appreciated, and I shall see you next time.